Well, joining me now is Nick Sugai, SVP and Group Campaign Director at the Ad Council. Nick, it's great to have you on the show this morning, and let's talk about how we are starting the month of May, of course, dedicated to mental health on the right foot. What can you tell us?
Yeah, definitely. Very excited to kick off this campaign today and join you from Ad Council. Ad Council is all about convening creative storytellers to inspire action and accelerate change. We're famous for over 80 years, as a nonprofit organization working with partners across advertising, media, and tech to create some of the most powerful public service campaigns of our lifetime. That includes Smokey Bear, Friends Don't Let Friends Drive Drunk, and many others. As you said, today is the start of Mental Health Awareness Month, and we are so excited to launch this campaign in partnership with the Arthur M. Blank Family Foundation and lead Love Your Mind partner, Hudson Mental Health Institute. It's really all about prioritizing your mental health on a day-to-day basis, and very fortunate to partner with each of the pro sports teams in the Atlanta area, as well as several colleges and PGA Tour, for a really unified message around mental health.
Mm-hmm. And in terms of how we're going to see this rolled out, Nick, what can you tell us over the course of this month?
Yeah, very excited for several things over the course of this month. Today, we're launching with television PSAs. You might be seeing it on social media, digital media, working with teams to hopefully have the videos and PSAs run during game broadcasts, as well as potential outdoor, print, social, kind of across the whole state. We operate in a donated media model, so everything is kind of, donated inventory, but very excited to get the message out. And everything drives to a website, which we think is a great starting place if you're going to, think about how to prioritize mental health on a day-to-day basis. That's georgia.loveyourmindtoday.org. A great place to get started, explore local resources within Georgia. And then there's also the national website, loveyourmindtoday.org, for a bunch of information about mental health, how to navigate emotions, access resources, everything from, how to think about therapy, how to think about daily practices that can make a big difference, as well as a great resource of 988, which is a crisis text hotline or a call center, which is free and confidential. And if anyone is struggling or, seeing a mental health crisis through their friends and family, would encourage them to visit that resource as well.
Some serious star power here, of course, that you're paired with on this particular campaign. Why did you choose the athletes that you did in promoting this message?
We have seen over the past couple of years the power that athletes and sports has when it comes to mental health. For one, sports is just such a big way of connecting in our country and a way of, rallying communities. We know that people are fans of teams, and those teams carry so much weight with their fans locally. And then athletes are really trusted messengers when it comes to mental health. So many people think of athletes as at the top of their game in terms of physical health, but so much of it is mental as well, mental preparation. So what we encourage people to do is to think about mental health similar to how athletes have their own rituals, taking a moment to calm yourself down, to think about, being in the present moment, things that athletes do before games. A lot of times those types of things help non-athletes in day-to-day life in terms of prioritizing mental health. So things like going for a walk, spending time in nature, just taking a moment to have some deep breaths and be present, or things like talking to friends and family if there's something that you're struggling with or going through. Again, georgia.loveyourmindtoday.org is a great resource to kind of explore some of those tips, and also to watch all the videos, including athletes talking about mental health and the things that they do to prioritize their mental well-being.
How does this particular campaign fit into the broader work of the Ad Council?
Yeah, this is part of the Ad Council's larger mental health initiative. It's really one of our flagship efforts right now. We view mental health as one of the top issues facing the country. And over the course of this month, we have the Love Your Mind campaign, which is out. But we also have several other campaigns. So our Sound It Out campaign is for parents, and the website is sounditouttogether.org. This is a great campaign and resource just to think about how to talk to your kids about emotions, mental health, even just how to broach the subject. We know that for so many parents, it's really hard to even broach that subject. So there's great conversation starter cards on the website that help with that. And then Seize the Awkward is for young adults and how to talk to parents, how to talk to friends and peers about mental health. So
Right.
often just having support from a peer
Yeah.
makes a huge difference in equipping those folks with information.
It's so true. We really appreciate your time, Nick. Such a great campaign. That's Nick Sugai. He's SVP and Group Campaign Director at the Ad Council.